This is Atleast the Wanderer, the free legendary champion that every player in Raid will be able to obtain if they log in for 7 days between 8th of January starting tomorrow all the way till 26th of March. So even if you're joining the game in the month of February, you can obtain this champion for just logging in 7 days. It doesn't have to be 7 days straight, just any time within that time period you can obtain this champion during the Atleast chase, which will also have a phase 2. The phase 2 will include a 5-star soul for this legendary champion. So in this video, I want to take a first look at her skit and begin to judge her based off that. We don't have her in-game yet, but every free champions will get like this. You can decide on your own whether you want to spend all your resources on that champion because they'll be great for your account, or it's going to be the one of those ones that you just put in the vault and never spend resources on. I'm talking about books, I'm talking about chickens and time and energy. So take time, read through our kit and tell where you can use her in Raid, and that's what I'm going to do in this video. So hopefully you find this one useful. Let's see what Atleast brings to us in Raid. So there she is with her sword that is almost twice her size. She is kind of small for sure, and there she does look like the stories that have been told about Atleast, right? The face does look mean though, like goth. Almost kind of Halloween themed in a way. All right, let's see her avatar will look also mean and looking you like this. All right, let's go to her kit. This is her full kit. She's a Sacred Order champion. She's Atleast the Wanderer legendary magic affinity. So that means she'll be weak against force, right? All right, let's see on her A1 called Vopal Sword. It's a skill that attacks one enemy twice. It places an extra hit if the target has any active skills on cooldown, which most of the time most enemies will have active skills on cooldown. I don't know if that also counts for bosses. Yes, it does count because bosses skills also go on cooldown. Each hit has a 80% chance of decreasing the duration of a random buff. So that's gonna need accuracy. So I don't really like that part, but definitely it's gonna do a little bit of damage. A1s are supposed to hit hard, and sometimes in the arena they do kill some squishy enemies with the chance of getting that extra hit on the target if they have their skill on cooldown. It does mean that this skill will definitely do some damage. It's gonna be 100% chance of decreasing the duration of buffs, random buffs though, for one turn. And that's gonna, maybe strip some stone skin or strip some, if you have enough accuracy to make that happen. That's a good A1. It's not like the best A1 we've seen on the legendary champion. Remember, this is a free gift they're giving to you. You're not supposed to complain. So don't take this as me complaining. This is me just judging a champion based off her kit. She will be available from shard summoning after this Atleast chase ends. During this time, you will not be able to get her from shards, which is a good thing. You don't want to be getting something for free then getting her from shards. So during this chase, she's not available from shards. So if you want multiple copies of her, if she's that good, you have to wait until this Atleast chase is ended. So on a Clockwork Cyclone A2 skill, it will attack everybody. It has a chance, 100% chance when booked, of increasing the cooldown of enemy skills by 2 turns. I like that. It will need a ton of accuracy to make it happen. Increasing the cooldown, that screams arena. So definitely you want to put your enemy skills on cooldown so you can do a ton of more. They can only use their A1 most of the time when you decrease their cooldown. So by 2 turns, their skill will come back fast enough if it's a long battle, but that's definitely a skill that is useful only in arena most of the time. Maybe in PvE content, if you're having difficulty with, even in Dragon, you've seen these skills putting enemy skills on cooldown, which forces them to only use their A1, which makes the waves a ton easier, especially for that newer player coming into Raid and struggling the wave content. This is the kit you need, and she's not going to be helping you in arena. In this case, she's just there helping dungeons become easier, I guess. So I do say this is the best known for arena, but definitely you can find its use in any other dungeon content or other PvE content in Raid. Not a clan boss kit at all. But let's see, the second part says also has a 75% chance of decreasing each target's turn meter by 15%. So turn meter decrease plus increase cool. No, I don't think players will build this champion with high crit rate, high crit damage. They're just going to focus on accuracy. 400 accuracy or something crazy like that. But this kit does hit, so maybe you have to squeeze in some damage along. Increasing the cooldown of their enemy skill and decreasing their turn meter is enough to build out something crazy like 500 accuracy and just go, control your enemies. That's enough. That's a good kit. If at least one target skill has its cooldown increased to max, which might happen, decreases their turn meter by 30% instead. So if a target has one of those kits that is for 3 turn and you decrease it by 2 turn, that's the max, right? They'll get a 30% turn meter decrease instead of 15. I don't know if that part was necessary. I was already impressed with the first line. With the second line now, they had to make the third line extra special. So if you can fully decrease the target's skills and increase their cooldown to max, you will decrease their turn meter by additional 15%. That's nice. That's nice for sure. And both of them, since it's a legendary, it's 100% chance. She's magic affinity. Like I said, you have to be watching out for affinity when you're using this type of kits, right? So Queen Slayer is a skill on the A3 that attacks one enemy will ignore 20% of the target's defense. This is supposed to be the one that is strike one person and take them down. If the AoE A2 is not doing the most damage, I guess this A3 right here can target somebody and take them out of the battle because of that ignore defense part. Plus the more ignore defense you might have from Savage and Lethal, Merciless, whatever set you're bringing to the battle, right? If the initial target is killed, it should kill the initial target if they are squishy enough. Also attacks the enemy with the lowest HP will ignore 20% of the target's defense. So that's 2 people that are dead basically. That's 2 people that are dead. You target one that you're sure you can kill so she can target somebody else and kill them. I thought it's gonna spread the damage to everybody like freaking a lot of champions who do it already in raid, but that's still good. Killing 2 champions out of 4 or 5 is not bad. And ignoring 20% of their defense at base level is not that bad when you can boost that up with artifacts on other things you put on her. And masteries too. Alright. TikTok is the passive that has a 3-turn cooldown. Every of our kit has a 3-turn cooldown. You cannot increase use this one with books, right? The TikTok's kit, whenever this champion attacks, inflicts 3% bonus damage to each target for each turn remaining on their skills cooldown. Whenever this champion attacks, inflict 3% bonus damage. The bonus damage is counted individually for each target. So it's supposed to just boost her damage. So why does it have a 3-turn cooldown? Active effect. Resets the cooldown of one of these champions' skill each time they kill an enemy. Occurs once per skill. 3-turn cooldown again. I wonder if the cooldown applies to only the passive effect or the active effect or both. She does have an aura of ally attack in all battles by 30%, which normally is not what we put in the leader slot. We prefer speed and other things, right? So that's the Alice Adventure champion, Alice the Wanderer champion. That's her kit, and the most interesting part about it all is her A2. There, I said it. She's just gonna be like a budget Yumeko, like a budget what do you call it? Not Prince Kaima. I think Yumeko. Who else can increase duration of? Lots of champions do it these days. Before it was just a few Warlord, Yumeko, but now she's gonna be definitely seen in the arena and making players use only their A1 when she uses this kit. And of course, you have to build that with enough accuracy to make that happen. So how would you use this champion if you get her? Would you go full damage to take full advantage of that A3, or would you go high accuracy to take full advantage of the A2? I'd love to know what you think about this champion in the comments. Now, before I go, I've made my judgment about her, right? I've said this, said that. Let me read to you what Raid says exactly from the horse's mouth, what they think about their own champion. So I'm not getting any information wrong. They said Alice the Wanderer is a high-bridge damage dealer uniquely designed to dominate PvP battles with her ability to both control and eliminate the enemy team. So I was right. Control and eliminate A2 and A3. Perfect for all arena modes, Alice is a champion who greatly benefits from accuracy but doesn't fear polymorph blessing. Why? Did I see anything about polymorph? Why doesn't she fear polymorph blessing? Did I miss the part where they say she cannot be shipped? I don't see why she doesn't fear polymorph blessing. Or she doesn't land any debuffs. Is that it? I guess that's it. She doesn't land any debuffs. She actually does increase cooldown, so that doesn't count as a skill that can ship her. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know, I'm not a pro in arena. And to further enhance her damage dealer role, her passive offsets the need for high accuracy with extra damage potential. Really? Passive offsets the need for high accuracy with extra damage potential. So if you're getting more damage from a passive, you will not need high accuracy. Is that what they're saying? I mean, you will not need more damage in her kit. Whenever the champion attacks, inflict 3% more damage to each target for each turn remaining on their skills cooldown. So if their skills are not on cooldown, she will inflict like what, 6% more damage on them, 9% more damage if it's 3 turn. The bonus damage is counted individually for each target, or not for each skill they have. Okay. The bonus damage is counted individually for each target. So if the champion has 1 skill on cooldown, if 3 skills are not on cooldown, she will do more damage. If all the skills are on cooldown, she will do less, basically. So where's the part where it says something about passive offsets the need for high accuracy with extra damage? Resets the cooldown of one of these champions? No. I don't think that's really correct. Offsetting high accuracy damage, it doesn't say when they say offset, what I thought was more accuracy equals to 10% extra damage. That's what I thought it meant, but I'm wrong. Okay, atleast A1 is a 2-hitter with a possibility to strike a 3rd time if the target has any active skills on cooldown. Her A2 is an AoE attack that will set up the stage by increasing the cooldown of all enemy skills by 2 turns and decrease the atometer at the same time. A3 is a single target nuke that ignores lots of defense. Lots? 20% is lots? 20% is not a lot of defense. We've seen champions who is ignoring 50% defense, ignoring all the enemy defense in a single target hit. They are in raid. So that's a lot. That's a lot. 50 to 80 to 100% defense ignoring on a single target hit, it's a lot. So when you say 20% ignore defense, we've seen better single target hits. The one that guarantees that somebody will die. So there are champions who will still survive this A3 for sure. What happens if they don't die though? Nothing happens. If the initial target is killed, something happens. But if the initial target survives, something should happen also. Because they will survive for sure. Alright, let me not say bad about Atleast yet. Atleast passive complements her kit by resetting their A2 and A3 anytime she kills an enemy. She uses it once and then it's over for how long? 3 turns. She uses that. I don't think she'll start a battle with even that her A3. She'll always start the battle with her A2. Also, to compensate for her accuracy need, Atleast will inflict 3% bonus damage for every turn remaining on enemy skills cooldown. You can try different strategies, build her A2, pair her with another cooldown increasing champion, or stack sustain gear for her to go second approach, capitalizing on enemies' freshly cooldown skills. So you can build that purely for damage or focus on her A2. That's what they're saying basically. So yeah. So that's Atleast the Wanderer. I really love to know what you think about this champion. Is she worth building? Definitely. Is she a trash champion that should not be spent books and resources on? It will depend on how many damage dealers you currently have in your arena. I'll tell you right now, I feel like I'm fine with my Sun Wukong. I feel like I'm fine with my current damage dealers I have with my Siegfried, with my White King. I'm fine with a bunch of damage dealers I currently have. I don't think she's gonna be the next big thing for my arena team to just come in there and begin to do crazy things. That's because I have options. If you're a newer player coming into raid, you don't yet have all these crazy damage dealers I'm currently showing you right now. This is one for you. This is the nice one to start. Just like my noob to pro, who has Sun Wukong as my best and first only free legendary, getting this champion in 7 days time will definitely unlock a lot of content for me on that noob to pro season 4 account. So newer players, definitely Alice will be all over the arena. So if you need to reach gold something in arena, better start now and start pushing. Don't wait until 7 days time when you begin to see a bunch of Alice, the Wanderer in arena, and you be like, oh no, I can't push arena anymore, because everybody will be using this champion in arena, at least in that early to mid game stages where they don't have a lot of options for damage dealers in the arena. So watch out. Live arena will be, you know, buzzing with all Alice, and yeah, she's definitely one that is a good one for the month of January. It's not a trash champion you obtain and put in your vault only if you don't have options. So yeah, that's what I think about Alice. That's what Raid says about Alice. What do you think? Is this a good free champion to just give the player base in the month of January, or do you think there's something crazy they are planning? That's why they're giving you a good champion to start the year. Congrats, Raid, you did this one nice, and we really appreciate this. For a free champion like this, we say thank you. All right, I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more daily Raid Shadow Legends content. Later, guys.